Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to Yaakov pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be just a response to a quick clip, probably one and done. But it's also interesting. I'm not going to play the entire clip, play a couple minutes, and then I'm going to grab a scripture because of what's coming. We are setting up for a major prophecy, man. And this prophecy we bring out all the time in the book of Second Esdras, dealing with sedition, right? So let me play this clip, grab that scripture, and that'll be it.
President Trump says tariffs will squeeze China into economic submission. The United States is about 14% of China's exports. They make 80% of the smartphones we buy, gaming consoles, laptops, and other tech tools. So will it work? And are the markets headed for more rough waters? Joining me now, one of my favorite people, NYU Business School professor, co-host of the Pivot podcast, Scott Galloway. I love you and miss you. Thank you for coming on.
Best intro I've ever had. My friend and your gift. You're half right, Chris. I am your friend. Look, I realize it's bad form to comment on a previous guest, but I just want to highlight, in terms of our ability to quote-unquote wreck the Chinese economy, the largest trading partner of China is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations at about $1 trillion. Number two is actually the EU at $900 billion. We're third at $800 billion. So we could absolutely hurt them, but be clear, if 4 out of 5 toys are coming from China and you double the price of them, and 90% of American households are on a fixed budget, you're talking about half the toys under the Christmas tree. And to Bill's point, Americans are not we don't like to endure a lot of pain. And in addition, the idea of a $3,500 iPhone, the entry-level assembler at a plant in Shenzhen for Apple makes $500 a month. We want to bring those jobs back. So look, there's a great professor at Berkeley, and he says, all right, intelligent people help themselves while helping others. Bandits help themselves while hurting others. Artists, philanthropists, and martyrs help others while hurting themselves. But the definition of stupid is doing something that hurts others while you hurt yourself. And I would argue this entire tariff mess is literally the definition of stupid. Yeah, can we hurt China? Sure we can. We will also hurt ourselves. I don't know who gets hurt more. Doesn't matter. This is stupid, Chris.
What does it mean to you that Trump yearns for the Gilded Age?
What, where we had outdoor plumbing and child labor, as you pointed out in your intro? I'll take Novocaine and Netflix. This is just insane. I don't.
So you saw a little bit of that where, Trump and China's going at it with trade wars, raising tariff prices back and forth. And he was pointing out that we get a lot more items and products from China than they get from us. All right. So when those products are brought in and they got these high-ass tariffs attached to them, at the end of the day, the consumer, the buyer, is going to pay more for a lot of things, right? But at the end, this guy made a point about the Gilded Age that I just want to touch on. This is the Gilded Age, a period in American history roughly from 1870 to 1900. Was characterized by rapid industrialization, immense wealth accumulation, and a stark social inequalities. A time coined by Mark Twain in the novel The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today. Let me jump down. It says, while some Americans enjoy unprecedented wealth, many workers face low wages, dangerous working conditions, and limited opportunities. The era was marked by political corruption, with powerful figures wielding significant influences and engaging in questionable practices. So he made the point that Trump yearns for the Gilded Age. And these are some of the key points attached with that age, right, or attached with that time. But the scripture I'm going to jump right into is 2 Esdras, the 15th chapter, the 16th verse. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you're going to have a lot of people upset you're going to have a lot of fallout when this thing goes down, man, because a lot of people believe that this guy, DJ Trump, is what's going to change things and make things better for the average person. That's why he so-called got elected, right? Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. So the video I showed at the beginning is setting up for this very prophecy, man. All right, this thing has to go down. The system has to eventually break. And Lord willing, it's on this guy's Trump's watch, man. All right, because he's doing everything to upend this global system. He's isolating America. He has allies looking at him sideways. So Mr. Trump is checking off a lot of prophecies that are contained in this Bible. All right, and we just have to be wary, focus on what's going on and be steadfast, because we know this place is not going to be here forever, man. There's 10 years, 20 years, 30-year plans. You got people walking around talking about, they're part of the Walking Dead, man. They're zombified out here. This place, this place don't get long, man. There's a lot of economic factors in play right now. You got countries dumping the U.S., basically the U.S. bonds, which is nothing more than U.S. debt. That's why you have something called the bond yield shooting up in price. It shoots up in price as people sell them, meaning they don't. When people sell their bonds instead of buying them, meaning they don't see the U.S., right, America, the government, as some place that's going to have longevity. There's too many, too much odd things going on, right? Too many things. It doesn't show that it's going to be consistent. So you see that right now in the markets, man. In the stock markets, foreign markets, prices going up, prices going down, prices going up, prices going down, right?